Hey everyone, my name is Nina Derschlag, and for today's interactive presentation number 5, I will be discussing the structures, enzymes, and ATP calculation for Biochemistry 1. Thank you for listening. Here are just some key terms to familiarize yourself with, as I will touch on most of these throughout this presentation. So we've got cellular respiration, ATP, mitochondria, cytoplasm, aerobic, anaerobic, and fermentation. Cellular respiration. It is the energy for life. So this is the process that allows our body to harvest a large amount of energy from a single glucose. In fact, it's so efficient that you get 30 ATP for every 1 glucose molecule you eat. And so this presentation will explain the breakdown of where each ATP comes from. Here, we're going to be covering what ATP is. We see the ATP structure, and so it's a nucleoside triphosphate consisting of a nitrogenous base, a diene, a ribose sugar, and 3 serially bonded phosphate groups. And so ATP is the source of energy for use and storage at the cellular level. ATP is commonly referred to as the energy currency of the cell, as it provides readily reasonable energy in the bond between the second and third phosphate group. In addition to providing energy, the breakdown of ATP through hydrolysis serves a broad range of cell functions, including signaling and DNA and RNA synthesis. ATP utilizes energy obtained from multiple catabolic mechanisms, including cellular respiration, along with some other ones like beta oxidation and ketosis. So the majority of ATP synthesis occurs in cellular respiration within the mitochondrial matrix, generating approximately 32 ATP molecules per molecule of glucose that is oxidized. ATP is consumed for energy in process, including ion transport, muscle contraction, nerve impulse, and some chemical synthesis. ATP generation. Glycolysis is the primary step of cellular respiration, in which occurs in all organisms. It is the process in which a glucose molecule is broken down into 2 molecules of pyruvate. So during aerobic cellular respiration, which is when glucose is going to react with oxygen and form the ATP that can be used by the cell. Another form is the creation of ATP from ADP using energy from sunlight, and occurs during photosynthesis. Here, cellular respiration is a chemical reaction in which glucose is broken down in the presence of oxygen, releasing chemical energy and producing carbon dioxide and water as waste products. So glucose is a simple sugar, and it provides the fuel the cell needs. Although energy is also stored within the larger molecules, such as complex carbohydrates and fats, they must be broken down into molecules of glucose before the cell can use their energy. So cellular respiration begins within the cytoplasm cell. There, glucose is broken down through a series of chemical reactions to produce small molecules of substance called pyruvate. This part of the process is called glycolysis. It does not require oxygen and releases a small amount of energy, which is captured by a few ATPs. Here on, the pyruvate molecules then enter the mitochondria, where they undergo a series of chemical reactions with oxygen. So much energy is released in these reactions that it takes many molecules of ATP to capture it all. The reactions also release hydrogen, which combines with oxygen to produce water, and carbon, which combines with water to produce carbon dioxide. The water and carbon dioxide are released as waste products. The ATPs leave the mitochondria and deliver their captured energy to place in the cell, where it is needed to power cellular activities. So here in the little figure image, we got glycolysis, and we got 2-pyruvate, which is moving to the next stage of cellular respiration. We got the 2 ATPs being released into the cell for energy use, and we got the 2 NADHs that are going to travel to the mitochondria carrying those high energy electrons. Overall, here is the aerobic cellular respiration. So cellular respiration can occur both aerobically using oxygen or anaerobically without oxygen. However, during aerobic cellular respiration, glucose reacts with oxygen, forming ATP that can be used by the cell. Carbon dioxide and water are created as byproducts. And the 3 stages of aerobic cellular respiration are glycolysis, hence an aerobic process, the Krebs cycle, and oxidative phosphorylation. So, as shown above, the overall equation for aerobic cellular respiration is, in cellular respiration, glucose and oxygen all react to form ATP. Thank you so much.